when you go on Google, do you expect to find inaccurate information, or do you expect to find the right information? Well, that's not what happens when you go on to Google and search prednisone side effects. It's fascinating. Let me show you a little bit of what I found. Okay, so here on Oncology Nurse Advisor, check out this list of adverse reactions to prednisone. Does any of that make sense to you? Because this one just kills me, guys. Kills me fast. Psychic disorders. Y'all, what are psychic disorders? Is prednisone suddenly going to allow you to read my mind or predict the future or otherwise make you psychic? I don't think so. Prednisone doesn't do that, y'all. Psychic disorders is not a side effect. Maybe they missed an O and a T and it's supposed to say psychotic, but no, psychic is not a thing. Okay, how about we go to rxlist.com and see what they say about prednisone. All right, so prednisone, what is prednisone? Look at this list. Do you know what any of these mean? No, I don't either. Okay. What are side effects of prednisone? Headache, nausea, vomiting, acne, thinning skin. Nope, actually, no. This is totally wrong. These are not side effects of prednisone. Did you know that people take prednisone to prevent nausea and vomiting? Yeah, people who, that is why they're taking it, is for nausea and vomiting. So no, totally wrong. All right, what about drugs.com? Drugs.com, what do they say? They say here are the more common. Actually, they are saying you should check with your doctor immediately for these more common things, but it makes it look like these are actually more common side effects, and no, these are not common side effects. Shortness of breath, people take it for shortness of breath, sakes alive. Nope, wrong. What I do like is that they have aggression, agitation, and mood changes and irritability on here, because those are true things that do happen and you should talk to your doctor about it. Incidents not known. So these are things that you should apparently talk to your doctor about, but they're not giving us an incidence. I don't know why. Oh wait, because the information doesn't exist. And then these are side effects that don't require immediate attention. This is it. Yeah, that's it. Increased appetite. That's the only one they're giving us as not requiring immediate attention. Or these incident not known down here, which, okay, abnormal fat deposits like moon phase in your neck and your trunk. Okay, all right. We don't know how often that happens, except we do in most people. Actually, it happens on high enough dose. Almost everybody gets moon phase. Dry scalp. This is surprising that they're listing this. I haven't seen this really anywhere else because people often take prednisone for dry scalp. It's called psoriasis. Surprising. All right, but these other ones, yes, you might see those. And then that's it. That's all they have as far as normal words. And then they get into these fancy medical terms. But what I'm really concerned about is, do they have the word insomnia listed? Let's see. Ooh, insomnia buried way down deep here. Why are they burying it way down deep into these medical terms when people are tweeting about insomnia on and prednisone all the time? Insomnia is the #1 tweeted side effect to prednisone, and yet it's not listed until that far down the page, guys. That far down the page is when you finally see insomnia listed and buried in there, along with all these other weird words. Like, raise your hand if you know what paresthesia means and you didn't go to medical school. Okay. All right. Then let's go to Mayo Clinic. They should be pretty awesome, shouldn't they? And we finally find the more common side effect, appetite, way down at the very bottom of the page. You have to go all the way down to find out what that side effect is, their more common one. And then, do you see how that's exactly the same as the other one? They don't even tell you any side effects until way down here. And then these are still the ones where you're supposed to check your doctor immediately, they never in this entire page give you the most commonly expected side effects. Nowhere. They're calling the only thing is common to them is appetite and then these bizarro things. They don't ever mention insomnia. Let's see. Insomnia. I'm searching, guys. Insomnia. Oh, wait, guys. I want you to see this. 0 out of 0 times does the Mayo Clinic use the term insomnia on the prednisone side effect list. 0 out of 0. It is not listed at all, even though it is the #1 tweeted thing. Why? That is so wrong. What about WebMD? WebMD. All right. So the first thing they have is nausea and vomiting. Like I said, this is why people use prednisone, is nausea and vomiting. This isn't a side effect that people experience. It's definitely not the #1 and #2. What about loss of appetite? All right. Did you remember what they said it was the most common over here? What was that? Wait. Oh yeah, it was appetite. It was appetite, wasn't it? Increased appetite was the #1 on Mayo Clinic. And then we go over to WebMD and they're saying that the #3 is loss of appetite. Guys, that doesn't make any sense. How could one say the most common is increased appetite and the other one is saying it's loss of appetite? It's just wrong. That's just wrong information, WebMD. All right, and then they're saying heartburn and trouble sleeping. Oh, yay, they finally have trouble sleeping listed on the first line. All of these other side effect lists didn't even bother to include insomnia. Amazing. So then they have these other things. Tell your doctor right away. But really, are you going to tell your doctor right away? Let's see. If you have unusual weight gain, because pretty much 70% of people who take prednisone have unusual weight gain. Yeah. So is everybody supposed to say that? And then, yeah, this is such unhelpful information. This finally is a helpful paragraph. This is my favorite paragraph. This medication may cause your blood sugar to rise, which can worsen diabetes, and tell your doctor, because there's help that you can get, right? They're saying there is ways to help. And then a truer statement could not have been made. This is not a complete list of side effects, guys. It's just not. It's not a complete list. WebMD, you get the #1 rank on Google, and what you have is lacking, is actually false, misleading, and inaccurate. You need to improve. Fix it so that people suffering so many prednisone side effects. In fact, people suffer more prednisone side effects than any other drug, but you wouldn't be able to tell based on these lists because they're so wrong. They're so inaccurate. They're so unhelpful and contradictory, right? So what can you do if you are personally suffering effects? What I recommend is typing into Google ultimate prednisone side effects. Then you can get my list at prednisonepharmacist.com. And I have what I personally experienced. This is what more of likely what you will have happen to you. Lose your hair, don't sleep, gain weight, be starving, all of these things, and osteoporosis. That's the most likely thing that's actually going to happen. And then I created this list because I wanted to actually know what will happen. And so what you can do is you find the ultimate list of prednisone side effects, and wow, check it out. You can search it. You can type in whatever thing you have. Talk about bones. That's one that happens a lot. We've got osteopenia, osteoporosis. You can see we have bone thinning, bone loss, all these different ways of describing bone things. You can search for the common name or the medical term or the category. I have it all here compiled from the top sources of information from paid databases, not these terrible free lists. These are most of these are paid databases that cost a ton of money. Daily Med is actually the government one that is the little package insert that's usually on the back of the bottle right here on the side of the sometimes it's on the side or the back, that little folded up piece of paper, it goes there. That is what is in Daily Med. And then these are like $500 a year. And I have them all compiled here so that you can actually get the right information. You can see how many of those databases included it. So 5 included vertebral compression fractures. All 5 included osteoporosis, because it is super common and it can happen at all doses. So check out the ultimate list of prednisone side effects by Googling ultimate prednisone side effects, and you'll go to prednisonepharmacist.com. Help you need, because what you Google is wrong. Signing off is Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist. I'm here to not just help you survive prednisone, but thrive while on prednisone.